Could the Lakers at this point miss the play-in tournament?
Let's not mince words. If that were to happen, these Lakers would be the most disappointing, overhyped, single-season team in NBA history. Even the Steve Nash, Kobe, Dwight Powell Lakers made the playoffs when you had to get in the top 8 to make the playoffs. The Lakers' saving grace is that the team that they're 2 games ahead of in 11th, Portland, has thrown in the towel on the season. But that even won't matter if the Lakers can't win games. Look, I think they're still going to make it. They still have LeBron. AD is coming back. But I'll tell you this. If they lose to the Spurs, who are 12th, if they lose to the Spurs on Monday, the Spurs have a chance to win the tiebreaker from the Lakers. Things get a little bit dicey, but boy, oh boy, I can't believe we're having this conversation.
Never did you think you'd see standings like that at this point for the Lakers. Perk, I come to you. What would you do with LeBron for the rest of the season, given the situation they're in right now?
Well, Ryan, I said it last night. I would shut LeBron James down. Listen, the Lakers are not going anywhere. And when you look at their remaining schedule in the month of March, it's only one team I see them beating, and that's the Houston Rockets. LeBron James is not fully healthy, so why even waste time? Why even put all that workload on this old veteran senior citizen guy that you're going to need next year? So at the end of the day, when I'm looking at the Lakers right now, they forgot how to win games. They don't know how to handle adversity. Guys are just all over the place, and I don't see them winning but one game in a month for the rest of this month, and that's against the Houston Rockets. So why not shut down LeBron James? We don't know when Anthony Davis is going to come back, if he's going to come back, and so I'm looking at their roster. You're dependent on Stanley Johnson. You're dependent on an undrafted rookie in Austin Reeves to take you through right now. There's no reason to even have LeBron James on the floor. Plus, he's banged up.
Shutting down LeBron. Again, did we think we would ever be at this point talking about that at this point in the season with the playoffs right around the corner, at least not far off? All right, guys, let's go to another game. Big one last night because it involved a big return. There he is, KD. Coming back, Nets hosting the Heat. There he is, the man returns. Back against a vulnerable Miami team. No Jimmy Butler, no P.J. Tucker, no Kyle Lowry. Would there be problems? There'd be a problem with that. KD sinking the pull-up, his first bucket back. Brooklyn led by 12 after 1. And then second quarter, Durant brings up the ball, makes it look easy. The deep three. 17 points in the first half back. Boy, was he looking good. But then the fourth quarter, Miami's up. Tyler Hero off the screen to bam! The slam dunk, slams it home. Great finish by Adebayo. Miami up 6 after the free throw. 7 minutes left, still a 6-point game. Hero pushing it in transition and getting it to go. 27 points Hero had in this one. KD not liking it. 3 minutes to play, trying to bring him back. He drives, loses the defender, and gets the roll. KD had 31 in this one, but it wouldn't be enough. Heat lead by 2, under a minute to play, and there it is. Adebayo getting the bucket to fall. He had 30 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists as Miami spoils Durant's return, 113-107. So, guys, look, the Nets aren't looking that good either. We thought KD comes back, they would turn it around, but in this game, he was not enough without Miami's best guys. So, Big Perk, I start with you. How far can this team go in the playoffs right now?
Oh, they're first-round exit. Look, right now, the Brooklyn Nets are swimming in dangerous waters. That was a horrible loss last night. A must-win situation, and you lose to a Miami Heat team that didn't have no Jimmy Butler, no P.J. Tucker, and no Kyle Lowry. Here's the thing about the Nets. The season, they have less than 20 games in the season. No Ben Simmons. Where's the chemistry going to come? And if you look at all the teams in the top of the East right now, Philly is no joke. Milwaukee is no joke. The Heat, who they lost to last night, is no joke. And even the Boston Celtics right now are playing beautiful basketball. And again, I told Zach Lowe this last week. They don't want to get in the play-in tournament and play a team like the Atlanta Hawks that have a superstar caliber player in Trae Young that could actually take over a game and send them home. Or they don't want to play against the Charlotte Hornets, who have a team full of young studs who's not afraid of anybody. So right now, the Brooklyn Nets are basically in the same position as the Los Angeles Lakers. And if they don't get it together, they might not make the playoffs and be a early round exit in the play-in tournament.
Wow, imagine that. And again, look at the ESPN BPI, 37% chance to make the playoffs for the Nets right now. So, Zach, can this team make a run? Because Perk was talking about chemistry. Can they make a run if their big three get little or no playing time this regular season?
I keep getting this question, and I said this last week. I feel like I'm in the twilight zone. Can the Nets make a run? How about can the Nets win a game? They're 500. They're 4 games out of the 7th seed. Durant just came back. Ben Simmons isn't back yet. Kyrie can't play home games. Right now, they're clinging to 8th. You know what happens if they fall to 9th? It's one and done in the play-in tournament. As it is, you know who they're playing in the first game of the play-in tournament? Toronto, in Toronto. Guess who can't play in that game because it's in Canada? Kyrie Irving. So yes, theoretically, oh, by the way, Joe Harris is out for the season. We haven't even talked about that yet. So yes, theoretically, the Nets are a really good team, really dangerous, good enough to push the Bucks, the Heat, the Sixers in the first round. But theoretically, it doesn't win you any games. You actually have to have a team that wins games, and we keep having this conversation, and the Nets keep losing, and the situation gets more dire. So I need to see them, like, just hold on to 8th before we have any conversation about can they make a run.
Wow. How many people picked the Lakers and Nets to go to the title game? Go ahead, Perk.
Hey, you see, Zach got he went to his go-to move. He got his little Boosie fade today.
You look good, though. You look good. And by the way, before we go, Perk,
Boosie fade.
Perk, what does that jacket say? Let's see that T-shirt. What does that T-shirt say?
Mr. Carry On.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.